You're listening to the Extraordinary Everyday Podcast, episode number 8.
Welcome to the Extraordinary Everyday Podcast, where women come to be inspired and motivated to become the best version of themselves and elevate the quality of their everyday. Now, here's your host, certified life coach, Wendy Johnson.
Hello there, friends. How are you? Today, I'm here to talk to you about how to improve your self-image. And most people don't understand the power of self-image and how it actually shapes your entire life. And if you want to be able to improve one or many areas of your life, then you'll want to stick around and listen to this podcast. Scientists and psychologists have discovered that changing your self-image is key to changing your life from failure to success. Here's a quote from Maxwell Maltz: "The self-image is the key to human personality and human behavior. Change the self-image and you change the personality and the behavior." So first, let's talk about what is the definition of self-image. It's a personal view or a mental picture that you have of yourself. And to further explain self-image, Mountain State Centers for Independent Living explains this: self-image is how you perceive yourself. It is a number of self-impressions that have built up over time. These self-images can be very positive, giving a person confidence in their thoughts and actions, or negative, making a person doubtful of their capabilities and ideas. So self-image is what you see when you look in the mirror and how you picture yourself in your head. And your self-image is the key to living a better life because of these two important discoveries. All your actions, feelings, and behaviors, even your abilities, are always consistent with your self-image. But the good news, your self-image can be changed. And it's so important because you have to find yourself acceptable to you, and you have to be able to trust and believe in yourself. And you have to have high self-esteem. And you must have a self that you're not ashamed to be, and you can feel free to express creativity rather than hide or cover up. And you have to have a self that functions in the real world, and you must know your strengths and your weaknesses. And when your self-image is secure, you feel good. When your self-image is adequate and one to be proud of, and then you feel self-confident. When you feel shame, you attempt to hide it rather than express it. The problem is many people become self-prisoners of their own self-image. They remain consistent with who they believe they are. Many of my clients I work with want to lose weight for good, so I want to use this as an example here. Let's say you have a self-image that you're overweight and you're uncomfortable talking about it, and you don't want anyone else to talk about it. You've been battling this weight your entire life. You finally had it and are ready to go on that next diet that's popular. You cut out chocolate and sugar, alcohol, starches, and you take the weight off. You cut out food and you used your willpower. And you can keep the weight off for a while, but sooner or later, you lose the willpower to continue. And that's why you see people gain and lose weight over and over again. And this is what happened with Oprah and even myself when I used to lose and gain weight. Why this happens is when a person goes on a diet without altering their self-image, any weight that is lost is only temporary. The weight that was lost was found. And the strongest force in human personality is the need to be consistent with how you see yourself. You act consistent to who you believe you are. And your mind has adopted a set point for every area of your life, your weight, your finances, your relationships, your fitness level. How you see yourself is what you're going to reflect in your life and in your thoughts. And 95% of your actions are habitual, and they're coming from your subconscious mind and programmed there since you were born. Hard to believe, huh? And you've adopted beliefs about what you believe to be true. And most of what you believe to be true isn't true. It's a distorted image. I want to share a story with you about one of my clients, Lisa, and she had this to say about trying to lose weight. I can do it, but it's not fun to cut out everything I love, and I can't enjoy myself until it's over. And I see the numbers on the scale of my goal. And when I was working with her, I asked her, well, what thoughts do you have about being overweight? And she said, I'm fat. I've always been fat. That's just who I am. It's in my genes. My mom and grandmother are fat. So when you hear this story, what do you think the chance of losing the weight and keeping it off and enjoying the process along the way is possible? Do you think it's possible? Well, Lisa didn't think it was possible. She was going to settle on being this way for a while, and she wasn't ready to starve herself again. So she sought out a different way. And the key I want to share with you that I shared with her, the key is to play with the possibility. Take one idea you wouldn't normally do in your mind. Oh, I don't do this. I don't think that this could happen. I don't believe it. And then you begin to gradually try that belief on. The point here is to cultivate a new belief in yourself for what you can believe. And there's a magic word that you can use. I suppose that such a thing could happen. You mentally say to yourself, I suppose I can be successful at this. Yeah, maybe I can do this. Then you welcome the possibility. This thing is possible. It could happen. Then you move on to the next thought. I can make this happen. These are next level thoughts, and they will alter and expand your self-image. And one of the best ways to work on your self-image is to gain self-knowledge and learn more about yourself. Too many people overvalue what they are not and undervalue what they are. So I want to give you 7 exercises to increase your self-image with some positive thoughts. And these are thoughts that you're going to write down. Number 1, list 10 things you love about yourself. This simple exercise can be very powerful. You're actively seeking to see yourself in a positive light. This can be harder than it seems. And number 2, list 10 skills you possess. Building a positive self-image isn't just about loving yourself, but building yourself with your own unique talents. And these skills can be anything you're good at in any area of your life. And a bonus boost here is to answer the question, how have people benefited from these skills or might benefit from these skills? And this will help you see what you do have skills at and how you can help others and you are worthwhile. And number 3, list 5 achievements you're proud of doing. Write down at least 5 things that you're proud of yourself for doing or accomplishing. They can be big things or small things. This exercise is a reminder of what you're capable of achieving and challenging yourself to rise to the next difficult goal. And a bonus boost, write a detailed description of those achievements. And number 4, list 3 situations where you overcame adversity. Write down these details, and it will remind you of what you're capable of, your strength and your resilience. And going on to number 5, list 5 people who have helped you. We all need a little help sometimes, and it doesn't make you any less valuable. Write a detailed account of who helped you and how they helped you. And a bonus boost, write what good qualities you think they see in you, such as kindness, strength, faith. Number 6, list 5 people you have helped. This doesn't have to be a giant gesture. Write down 5 people you have helped at some point in your life, what happened, how they benefited from your help, such as cheering a friend up who's had a bad day, helping a friend pack for a day during a move, taking a family member or a friend to a medical appointment. This is a reminder that you're a person of value and you share that value to lend a hand to someone who wants help. And last, number 7, list 50 things you appreciate about your life. Although gratitude is a great attitude to experience more often, appreciating something you're grateful for takes it one step deeper by taking the time to understand how you benefited. So you think about what you're grateful for and then why you're grateful for it, why you appreciate it. So here are those 7 exercises again. Number 1, list 10 things you love about yourself. Number 2, list 10 skills you possess. Number 3, list 5 achievements you're proud of doing. Number 4, list 3 situations where you overcame adversity. Number 5, list 5 people who have helped you. Number 6, list 5 people you have helped. And number 7, list 50 things you appreciate about your life. And I guarantee after you do this, you are going to feel amazing. And you're going to realize that it's easier to look at the negative things about yourself and not the positive. And you have way more positive things about yourself than you realize. And this is going to bring it out and remind you of who you really are. So how do you change your self-image? Well, you're going to learn, practice, and experience new habits of thinking, imagining, remembering, and acting to develop and change your self-image. And now I want to share 5 steps you can take right away to change your self-image. The first step is visualization. You visualize yourself with the nice things that you would like to have or to do or to be. Take a little time every day to get relaxed and visualize what you want. You're painting a vivid, clear picture in your mind. And the second step, write it down. Write a detailed description of your burning desire in the present tense. Begin, I'm so happy and grateful now that, and then go on and describe that clear picture in your mind in written form. Read it regularly. And number 3, dress for success. A good place to start with your self-image is with your physical appearance. And you want to present yourself physically in alignment with who you want to be. Who is that winning image that you're developing? When I was coaching in my Vision Reset course during COVID, I explained to all my clients that dress is so important. And every day during COVID, I got up early, worked out, meditated, journaled, showered, put my makeup on, and I got dressed. And I wore a lot of dresses. And it's hot here in the summer in the hundreds. And so I would throw on a dress every day. And there were days where nobody saw me, but I saw myself and I felt better. with everything going on in the world and being cut off from family and friends, I was improving myself during that time. And that's why I'm adding step number 3 is your dress is so important if you want to improve your self-image. And the next step is step number 4, display nonverbal cues. So what message are you sending to yourself and the external world? If you smile, you're sending a message that you're happy. If you're looking at the person that you're speaking to in the eyes, then you're sending a message to that person that you're listening, that you care, and that you're present. Things as simple as the clothing that you're wearing, how you walk, how you stand, how you sit, how you project yourself sends a powerful message to your internal world and your subconscious mind, along with the external world and how other people are perceiving you. And step number 5 is to act as if. So you are being the person who you want to be. You're picking that one trait you want to incorporate into your life, and you practice it. You show up every day and with that one habit or trait, and you practice it. As you work on these 5 steps and you incorporate the possibility and you gradually change those thoughts that you can believe this way, you can believe more positive thoughts. If there's something you want to create and you're struggling to create it, and it's always a struggle, then go inside and become aware of the thoughts you're thinking. And there may be opinions from your past that are hindering your success. And look inside and begin to change those. So you're creating your future from your imagination and not your past thinking. Study more about self-image. I highly recommend a best-selling book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. And until next time, friends, I hope you have a great week. Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, you have to come check out More You, my community of like-minded women. We show up to create the highest version of ourselves and elevate the quality of our everyday along the way. Head over to ontraclifecoaching.com/join. That's ontraclifecoaching.com/join. I'd love to see you in there. And if you haven't grabbed your copy of the Mindset Makeover, head over to ontraclifecoaching.com/makeover and get a copy that teaches and inspires you to show up as your most extraordinary self.